Everyone. Maybe in order to understand what happened today, we need to go back to the date, I think the 5th, when Professor Bakar went to see Malam in the ICPC and he was denied access. Now, the normal routine is that when he's going to see a doctor, I write to inform the ICPC that so-so doctor is coming or he is going to so-so hospital. Now, on that particular incident, it was actually the ICPC doctor that spoke with Professor Abubakar and said he should come and see Malam. So we felt that there was no need for me to write since their own internal doctor requested for him to come and see Malam. So after all that's done, we now agreed that, okay, it is maybe safer for him to go to the National Hospital to be attended to in the presence of other professionals. So I wrote a letter to the ICPC and requested that Malam be taken to National Hospital at 5 p.m. today. However, they did not respond to me. Instead, they wrote a letter to National Hospital saying they will bring him at 10 a.m. He wasn't even aware. So I had to send my sister here when she was taking food to him to tell him that they are taking him to National Hospital tomorrow at 10. I went to National Hospital, did all the preliminaries. They brought him. In the presence of the CMD and the Deputy CMD, Professor explained that there is need for him to carry out some tests and to put him under observation because his blood pressure was high, his sugar level was high, so he needed him hospitalized for 2 to 3 days maximum. The CMD concurred and said we should inform them. So I called one of the senior person that came with him and I said, this is what the doctors are saying. He said he doesn't have the authority. So I said, no, I'm not asking you to authorize. I'm informing you so that you inform whoever needs to be informed and then they let us know what needs to be done. He came back, they said Malam should be taken back to ICPC and that the hospital should write so that 5 o'clock that he was supposed to go early, they will now bring him back for the admission, but that the hospital need to write. The hospital wrote, I picked the letter, I went, I submitted it, I got it stamped, and I went home. While I was at home, my son went to see his dad, and he was denied access. I wasn't there, I don't know what happened, but I got a call that there's a problem. So I said, I'll go. Meanwhile, I've called Mr. Henry, who is our liaison person, to ask him, is there a problem why Malam's son is denied access to his father? He said, no, there was a mix-up. I should please tell him to be patient, that they will let him in. So I related this to my son, and then subsequently, he was there by 2 p.m. We didn't leave that place until 6. We were denied. So when I came, I called Henry. He kept pretending that he couldn't hear me. When finally I got to speak to him, I said, look, I'm here to either see you or the Director of Operations, because I've already spoken to the Director of Operations previously, and I even told him that I was coming to see him, because these rules keep changing. Today is one thing, tomorrow is another thing. I have written a formal letter to the Chairman ICPC out of courtesy, asking him to please give us the rules and regulations regarding how we access Malam, or what we are supposed to do, what we're not supposed to do. I explained to him that, we are law-abiding. If they say this is how it's supposed to be, we would do it. But we need to have we need to have something in writing, because today they will say this is the rule and tomorrow it will be changed. He never responded to me, not even to acknowledge my letter. So today, after the incident, I went back and I asked to see either the Director of Operations or Mr. Henry. I was kept there. And then along the way, Prof called me and said, they have brought a warrant for my arrest. I said, for what? He said he doesn't know. So I said, okay, I'm here. I'm already in ICPC. I will be your lawyer for now. When they brought him in, I requested to see the warrant. They had a warrant that says that he has violated ICPC Act. No section of the ICPC Act was quoted or anything. I said, okay. I wanted to copy it. They snatched it. They said, no, I can't take it. I said, look, I'm his lawyer. They said, no. So I said, okay, I need to go with him if he's going to be interviewed. They said I should please be patient, that they will take him in first and then they will come back for me. I sat there until 6. They said that they don't need me, that I don't need to go in. Before he left, I told him that he should insist on not making any statement without his lawyer present, which is his constitutional right. His wife came, his lawyer came, his own personal lawyer came. They denied him access. They said he can't see him. His wife and son were there. They refused to let them go in. They told the wife to go in, but they refused to let her see him. They took her so that it looks as if they have allowed her access, but they did not. They subsequently said that he will not have access to anybody for 24 hours. And that is, his brother called me to inform me about that. I don't know what law says that. They said they should go and bring blanket, his medications, and food for him. The question I want to ask is, who takes the food to him? Because the normal thing is at least one family member will take the food to the person that is under detention. So we don't know what has happened so far. So this is basically what happened today. And I honestly don't know. Well, I don't want to speculate, but I am a human being. I have seen reports, I have seen social media postings about Malam being poisoned, Malam being killed, Malam this and that. Now, when you deny somebody access to medical treatment, or his doctors or his family members, you isolate him. Aside the medical implication, there is also the psychological implication. Basically, we, the family, are also traumatized. We live in constant fear that we will wake up and we will hear some bad news. We will wake up and we will be apprehended. We have been told that we're being monitored. Our phones, in fact, you could hear it when you are on the phone, when it clicks, when they record. They have all our phone numbers. They follow me, they follow her, and I don't know why they are doing that, because basically if you record my conversations, you cannot legally use it, because there's no court order. So I honestly think that what they are doing is more about psychological warfare against Malam and against his family. If they humiliate, dehumanize, and put us in constant fear, they feel that that affects Malam. So even if they don't want to kill him, which I hope is not true, they are trying to push him to a mental breakdown. Who does that?
When you use they, what are they?
I'm talking about the ICPC, I'm talking about the government, I'm talking about whoever is responsible for this. It is common knowledge that ICPC cannot act on its own. Somebody, because like today now, the wife was told, according to his brother, that orders from above said Professor 𝗘𝗹-𝗥𝘂𝗳𝗏 cannot have access to anybody for 24 hours. Who is the above? This is my question. When they did the issue of the medical report and said that it is fake, I asked a question. Does the CMD of National Hospital see every single report a consultant writes? The CMD did not say that I don't know this doctor. This doctor does not work with me. He did not attack the content of the report. He just said it didn't emanate from us. Now, what the CMD should have done, any decent person, any professional should have done, was to call the person in question because his name is there. The stamp of the National Hospital was there. He is known to be a consultant there. Prof, this came to me. Did you write it? Under what circumstances did you write it? What is the evidence? He has every right to ask those questions, but he did not. Okay. Until this came out and Prof went to him, we didn't even know that he didn't even call Prof to ask him anything about this. So I asked that question. But today when he came, he said, okay, I've seen, there's you are here in the hospital, I've seen it. So, Prof, he's your patient. They had a conversation. Not just in my presence, in presence of another doctor and the deputy CMD. I don't know what you mean by does he have access, because access has just been denied now. Yeah, they usually would take him to the eye clinic, but they've also taken him once to a hospital. But after that, no.
So with development now, as the wife, family, what's your message to imams? Not only Nigerians, not only Nigerian government, to the world. What's your message? What are you telling the world? What's your concern and your demands?
Justice. We don't shy away from defending ourselves, but we want a fair trial. We want an opportunity to be heard. Malam cannot prepare for his defense when he's locked up and his lawyers are given certain conditions to see him. When the lawyers come, they'll tell you that, oh, only one lawyer can see him at a time. Oh, the lawyer cannot stay for this. Oh, there's always one excuse or the other. How would he defend himself if he is incarcerated? These offenses that they are alleging against him are all bailable offenses. The Constitution guarantees that. But the bail conditions have become so onerous that everyone knows that it is impossible in the Nigeria of today for him to be able to fulfill that stance. So, I ask people, one, to demand that Malam be treated fairly. He should be given bail. He should be released on terms that are doable. He should be allowed access to his doctors. I asked the president, personally, I'm talking to the president now. Mr. President, sir, I campaigned for you. I went to every nook and cranny of Kaduna State for you. My husband stood by your side. Is this what our family deserves? The ball is in your court, Mr. President. All this can stop if you say the word and believing that you are a father and you know and you can empathize. Please let Malam go. I'm not asking you to tell them not to prosecute him. I'm just asking you to allow him the basic human right that the Constitution you swore to uphold guaranteed him. Let them give him a bail that he can afford. If he is guilty, let the courts decide. If he is innocent, let the courts decide.
I think my sister said everything. She said everything. We just want justice. No pretending. A lot have happened. We just want justice. That's all. She already said it all. We just want justice. No need for all the game, creating fake story all the time. I think ICPC is an institution, and it's sad to see the institution going down on all those fake story creating and all that. I will not go deep into because there are a lot. I have a whole book. Every day I'm documenting, every day. And I have a lot of proof of video of what they have been doing. I will not release none of them. I will not do it. But my sister said it all. We want justice. That's it.